could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had his eyes on that one being bigger.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Prescott on first down. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. That catch good for only a couple. Second down and 8. Prescott from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
When you're running the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there's no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Oh, big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. Now on fourth down, they throw it a deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Jackson on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Jackson. Open man Watkins. Touchdown, Baltimore. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of it.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they're going to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And this one is incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do. A first down carry by Elliott. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And he's got Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll go out of bounds and appears right at the 45. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. To throw is Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got his man on the comebacker. That's Watkins. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Jackson. And he's got it. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson hooking up with Mike Andrews as the Ravens push further out in front.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. Yeah, perfect omelet. Dropped it. It's a little bit of a turnover. He went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you
Still worried about your hands, though. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
The first down carried by Elliott doesn't amount to much as he'll get forward for about a couple.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Prescott with a throw caught by Lamb. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 32 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control. And how about the end result? A touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Jackson. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, the first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Prescott now. That one complete. Elliott. 20. Touchdown, Cowboys! For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And exactly how fast was he going? According to Next Gen Stats, 21.7 miles per hour. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive, as they will take over here with a little more than 30 seconds remaining. Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number one. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He'll dump this off, complete to Dobbins. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced with your zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it. And they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. On third down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 28.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jackson on first down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They try to get the big downfield, but came up empty.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Open man Watkins, touchdown Baltimore. Sammy Watkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, 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 and finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Pollard to return from the end zone. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Well, we're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play fake. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, and the Ravens are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because a strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy, but in this case, he played it perfectly, read the football, and went and made the interception.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Micah Parsons gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And all the way up to the 49. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Play action. Now Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. And now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the 4th.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 51 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again. Here are the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this. I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. All right, so the Cowboys will go for two here. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. He's going to look deep for Watkins. He's got a man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Courthouse, the judge now. I'll serve my time very long.